Okay.
What the? The king's tomb is moving. How did you manage that? By the gods, Lyle, you truly are a wonder. Incredible. Well, look at that. That's it for the walk. Hope you can make your own way back to Vels and to the surface from there. Good luck and thank you.
Well, great. He did have something different to say, but that's it. He didn't say anything else. Shit. Okay, I'm looking, I'm cheating more. Okay. Yeah, the crucible, we did need to submerge it and move it back up to power the king's tomb. We were right about that. Let's see. The king's tomb, yada yada. This device in here seemingly has no purpose so far. Wait, it doesn't actually do anything! When we had last left the Nerevarine, their journeys through the immense and expansive ruins of Kemel-Ze continued, with them finding a big statue with a bunch of weird buildings, some of which looked upside down. Some other doodads that they could pull and move gigantic contraptions, turning on lights, big crucibles were set forth, and a tour was taken to the king's tomb, which maybe alluded to something else that they would be able to do. However, still more of it needed to be explored, and more of it needed to be figured out. This is the Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind, Tamriel Rebuilt. This is Morrowind Mondays. Welcome back. Zoop. There we are. Let's do a quick save. And I guess we're gonna get back to it. We're gonna keep fucking looking around in here. Alright, we're just gonna keep fucking poking around a bit. Let's see, let's pin our handy dandy map here. Anything good going on with this? Steel and iron Dwemer doors. Vels Tiuzanch. Gonna mark it as cleared. That way we can more easily discern. At a glance on our mini-map, is there anything useful in these kegs? No. I keep expecting that every so often we're gonna find a Dwemer item that could be useful in some machinery. Okay, well, there are some locked, or there is a locked chest. Let me get a pick readied. It's filled with nothing. Okay. Did the item inside also disappear? Maybe. Maybe inside someone, there was a Dwemeri body. Right? Maybe this person was a murderer. Maybe this person was a serial killer. Right? They were stuffing other Dwemer inside of the, the heavy Dwemer chest. Yeah, I guess the dead bodies disappeared too, right? Yeah, the dead bodies must have disappeared. Interesting, though, that although the physical, like, flesh and bone got vanished when they did, ghosts remained. And also, not all of them got hit. How the fuck does that work out? Right? Nobody ever, like, how did one guy not get sucked up? Right? How do you end up being the dude who doesn't vanish, right? Good lord. You're like the one motherfucker who ain't getting raptured? That's so wild. Okay, well, this one is also empty. Good. Over here. Check this out. Gerzanch. It is cleared. Notes. There's a desk filled with nothing. Poop bucket over yonder. Couple little kegs. Oh, there's actually stuff here. Lowercase paper. Whoa! Let's not get too excited, folks. There's a coin as well. Got some piping. Okay. How about Oncharanch? That is cleared. And what's inside of Ancha Ranch? Coin, lowercase paper again. Cool, cool. Nothing there. Okay. Got some goblets. An overturned bowl. Is there something underneath the bowl? Could it be? Is that a coin? Oh my god, there was a single Dwemer coin beneath the bowl. What fortune. Okay. Drew Chanch. Market is cleared. Another coin. You know, if you think about it, they actually didn't have that many physical coins. Right? Very curious. Maybe they had a lot of paper money too, and that disintegrated over time? Well, even then, some of these places are like practically hermetically sealed. They just had like, what do you call it, a recession? Reverse inflation? They had deflation? Okay, should I try and go up there? It doesn't look like there's any reason to do it, but I'm willing to try. Let's see here. I'll reload if there's nothing up here. That way we can keep our potion. Because we are running low on supplies now. We've been in here for 5 million years. Okay. Nothing. Reloading? And is this anything important? This looks like some sort of big important turbine. It's linked up to whatever. Like a big engine or whatever the fuck. But I don't think it actually has any importance. Let's head on into Resarch. Which, this is where we went for the tour. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah. It's been revealed on our mini-map. Is there anything else in this area that we missed during the tour? That's what I'm questioning and kind of anticipating. Yeah, there's some lock stuff. Dwemer coins. Okay, well, we kind of got too much now. Can I repair up anything? I don't need to repair. Well, I'm gonna leave a hammer. Anything in these? Nope. Just some precious stones and scrap. Seems like there's nothing here either. Couple of rubies. Surprised that there is stuff in these chambers, because this is where the tour came through. You think he doesn't know? The tour guide? Maybe he doesn't know about the money? Just like the gems just laying around? Okay. Good. Well, oh shit, hold up. There's a Dwemer courier. Fuck. Huh. That's really good. I'm gonna mark it. Is that how you spell it? Yeah. Because I can't even carry it now. I literally can't carry it. They're so fucking heavy. As you would expect. Okay, should I go into the Creeping Vale? Have I been in the Creeping Vale? Oh my god. It leads directly into the King's Tomb. So maybe we'll reroute over this direction to Stefosnir? Oh, Stefosnir is the area where there's the guards stood up. Okay. Sure, we'll go in here into the Creeping Vale. Alright. Well. Yeah, we've unlocked this. Little table. And they've got this stuff up top. But I don't think there's anything we can do with that. Greetings, bootlegger. Through that rubble over there is the king's tomb. Make sure you mind your step, and make sure you don't damage anything in there. About some advice? If you take a job that's too hard for you, don't kill yourself. Wait until you're bigger and stronger, then try again. Don't kill yourself, he says. Okay. Yeah, that's good advice. That's a little bit of good advice there for you. Let's head over this way. I mean, we joke, but you know, that happens, you know. Be mindful of your stress. Right? It is actually decent advice, I guess. You know, sometimes you bite off more than you can chew and you're fucking freaking out. You gotta get back into your fucking zen zone, you know what I'm saying? Alright, let's crawl through the nasty hole. I'm gonna mark it as cleared. There we go. I think whenever, like, one of the times when I feel the most relaxed is either very, like, decently early morning or very late night. And this is gonna sound a little almost self-serving. Oh, here, we should go back and get the other one now. Yeah, let's go back and get it. I'm gonna quick save here. Now that we've socketed it in. But this will almost sound like self-serving to my own interests, but some of the most satisfying and relaxing that I ever feel is you know, there's other things that are kind of relaxing, but it's not like, you're not like in a state of zen feeling, you know? You're not like, oh shit, I'm big time chilling. You know, like if you get like a massage or you're like in a hot tub or something gives you the fucking ASMR tingles, you know, that's like on another level of relaxation, you know, or like you just been like mad jacking off. You know, that's on a different level. That's on a different level. I mean, just like you're big time chilling, right? Like you're just fucking vibing, dude. You're just having a good one, right? You're just relaxed in your zone, in doing your thing, just having a good time, just having like a quaint, pleasant time. You know what I'm talking about? For me, one of the most easily ways to reproduce that is, like I said, for whatever reason, it always hits best when it's late night or early morning. Bonus if it's kind of crisp, right? If it feels kind of crisp, right? So like early spring, sometime in autumn, sometimes in winter, climate change. Or if you have like, you know, air conditioning, sometimes you can replicate it that way and it works. But fucking just playing like a chill ass game. Just playing like a chill ass game. Right? Like it could be like more, well, not anymore for me. It's not Morrowind because I play Morrowind for recording. Right? But you know, any sort of relaxing game to you, not one that's like particularly high impact or like you gotta do a lot of shit. Like recently for me, that I play off camera that has been super relaxing for me has been Satisfactory. I got back into it and I've been playing the hell out of it. I'm about to expand my factory into oil. But that and like listening to, like, this is the self-serving part, listening to either a podcast or a video, just kind of second screen experience. It used to be like on my phone or, oh shit, there's a crank here. Have I seen this crank before? Oh, what? Okay, I'm gonna crank it. But yeah, for whatever reason, like that is so fucking relaxing to me. Oh shit, that one moved. what the fuck? It's going up. Oh god, I'm gonna quick save in case like something kills me instantly. The fuck is happening? Look, it's gonna hit it? It's gonna connect? It's like a bird cage or something. How did we not... What the fuck? How did we not see it before? That's so wild. Okay. Did anything happen? Did one of these open up? I don't think they do. Because when it... I mean, I guess... stranger things have happened. With regards to the minimap. I was saying, like... You know, on the minimap, it would probably show something weird. We'd be able to see behind it. Okay, I'm gonna do this one now. What was that? I heard electric. Am I about to teleport? Is it getting more rapid? I'm scared. What the fuck? Okay, it's not getting more or less rapid. Okay, what if I crank it? What? Do these have cranks or anything? A lever? No. Okay. I'm going to pull that. Pull that. Oh my god. Okay, the sound of electricity stopped. I'm gonna crank it again. Is something happening up there? Is there something producing that? Okay, what if I break... Okay. Okay. I'm gonna go up and take a look. Let's see here. It's definitely coming from this. Holy shit, it's... Okay. Well, it's connected to this little doohickey here. Is it actually gonna charge something up? Is something charging up? Okay. Well, I feel like we solved something in here now. Huh. Okay, I'm gonna quick load again, that way we save a potion. Is there more I can do back here now? I can remove that. Do I want to? Gonna plant that on the ground. Is it doing anything back here again? All the lights went off. As one would expect. It's still producing this noise. Huh. I feel like a big dude is going to appear or something. It's gonna work as a teleportation device. Okay, I'm gonna put one back in. Take that back. I mean, I guess something happened in another part of the ruins. Right? Is that the idea? And it's still making the noise. Whoa, hold up. The crank changed angles. Oh, God. Okay. Okay, okay. Sure. Can I interact with these in any way? Maybe I can interact with the one that corresponds to my birth sign? But fuck, I don't know which one is actually the Atronak. See, if I had one that was wielding like a weapon, or could be construed as like some type of sexy lady, or a building. I feel like that would be easier. We already saw that we can't really do anything with that. The busted pipe. I guess I'm just gonna leave it there like that, making the noise. Because otherwise I don't know what else to do there. Okay. Well, let's crawl through. I think the worst possible outcome for this is we spend all this time in the ruins and we can't fucking figure out what the hell to do. Okay. I mean, I guess we could go report back to the archaeologists. Maybe they would have an update for us after we did some screwing around. Right? Maybe they would be able to give me a hint. Or say something. Gonna mark this as cleared. Statue doing anything weird? Don't think so. Okay. Hey bud, do you have anything else to say?
Outlander, how do you do?
What's your background? Same. Oh.
You've already taken the tour. Are you looking to take a tour a second time? Sure. For a mere 800 drakes, I can give you a quick tour of the local surroundings, culminating at the King's Tomb. How'd you like that?
No thanks.
No? Ah, what a shame. Well, I'll still be here if you come back.
Maybe I have to have him there, and like I sacrifice him or whatever. It might be that I need to have him get, like, sacrificed. And look at this. Batharks. Have I been in Batharks? Oh, I have. Okay. I'm gonna mark it as cleared. What's over this way? Chung Kefibs. There's 3 levers. And there's the archaeologist base. Okay, I'm gonna go back to the archaeologist base and see if they have any updates. Yeah, maybe those 3 levers activated in some way. Maybe something in here activated in some way. Hello.
I must say, I find you most interesting right now.
Background.
Please, go ahead.
Nah, nothing new. Okay, and this goes up. Nothing new.
A pleasure to meet you.
Background. Same, I believe.
Stay as long as you like.
Okay.
Privileged to talk.
Has the status of this room changed at all?
You seem like very good company.
I don't think it has. I'll check in with the... I believe you're the leader, aren't you? Background. Yeah, you're the head of the team. Can I ask you about some, like, advice or whatever? No, nothing new. Okay.
Share your thoughts, friend. I enjoy the company.
So what all locations do I have here? Vels, which I've been in. Mafugchazen to Gun. There's the ladder heading back up. Okay. Let's try Tagun. Mafugchazen Tagun. I'll give that one a little spin. Let's see, let me also mark it as cleared.
Walk with stand up.
Where does this one go to? Skywatch Gallery, which I did also mark. The Tower of Requiem. Oh, Resident Evil 9, REQ. You know, because the 9 looks kind of like a Q. Let's see. Cleared. Oh, I don't know. Have I been in here? Hello there, bootlegger. It is my duty to remind you that the chamber at the top of this tower has not yet been opened by the Society. Its lock seems to defy standard procedure. In the unlikely event that you find a way into the chamber, report to myself or the Society immediately. Have I found a way in? I definitely hear a creature inside of it. There's a crank. The door is held shut with a strange lock. Okay. I don't like that there's a spooky dude. There's like a spooky noise coming from it. And where else does it lead to? Oh, it leads further into... Okay. It's just another... It's the hatch that I was looking at. Okay, and then over here... I guess we can check out the gallery? Is there something this way? Maybe the way into that tower through that hatch could be revealed here. No? Hello? You have anything new? No.
A warm welcome to you.
I don't see any interactables here. Oh, I can't quite jump up. Dead Centurion. Yeah, I don't see anything. Okay. Guess I'm going down. Well, it is definitely cleared. As well mark that too. Okay. Well, how about I head back to Vel's? Okay. And then what if I go over here and I check this other route? Right, maybe the lever's here activated. Okay. Rusted immovably. I'm gonna mark it on the map that there's a rusted lever here. Rusted lever. Okay, well. Leads to retracting anus water room. Of course. How could I forget about that? That area hasn't opened or anything, has it? No. Rusted immovably. Is there some way I could tend to a rusted device? I could crank this. The crank is stuck, which tends to be the result that you get every time if you've already used it. So I suppose I have. So this just goes into the damn wall. Going up. This is still closed. Here are the 3 levers. Stuck, stuck, stuck. Shit on it. I guess we could go to the watery anus zone? Okay, because there were levers in there. Now that we've activated the big electro spike. Maybe some other levers or cranks elsewhere will function now. Okay. And there was that one closed off door as well. Lest we forget that. But I'm not convinced that that'll open up into anything. There's this, which alludes to something on the minimap, but I don't know how we get back there. Okay. I guess we'll go over here to the Pillar of Learning. Was that it? I think so. Yeah, so now that I've activated that, I don't really know what's changed. Chimes of the Sculptor. Chorus of the Maker. Hall of Reason. Okay, that's the room that we need at the Hall of Reason. At least I think this is it. Okay. So this Dwemer wall still shut. Here's these. These look similar to the electrical needle from before. That we did seemingly activate. Seemingly. Okay. Well, the real question is, what the fuck do I do now? I could try to go up. Let's see. Take the Rising Force Potion. Is this doing anything? See, this one isn't on. Do they both need to be on? Is it a problem that one of them isn't on? There doesn't seem to be a crank or anything. Maybe one is supposed to be not ignited. Okay. Got the little lever there. Seems to be stuck. I wonder if there's like a quest or something that I should be on while doing this. Maybe I'm just fucking around blindly. And maybe it's kind of a miracle that I've made it this far. Okay, I remembered that little rocky area. And we already messed with that crank. Alright. And I should get, like, water walking. Okay. So we've got that plugged in. This shit still does seemingly nothing. I can have it retract again, but I don't know, like, to what end. Right? What is this doing when I do that? Sometimes I wonder if these even do anything. Like, are they just for show? Just to look kind of fun and weird? Okay, back here. Now, are these going to do anything? No. They still do nothing. So what happened when I connected the shit at the king's tomb? maybe nothing happened. Okay, let's head back over this way. Maybe if I have the tour guide there, they'll say something? Fuck, I don't know. I feel like we're grasping at straws, though. Because, yeah, what the fuck is the tour guide gonna know? Unless you really do have to, like, kill the tour guide. You sacrifice them to the machine. Yeah, there's this big-ass room. Hey, was it always lit up like this? Okay. Cool. I don't know if it was always lit up like this. Right, these lights here? Huh. Okay. So is this one still emptied out? Or full up, I should say. The reverse of that. Okay. I mean, I guess I could cheat and just zoom my camera up to inspect it. Oh, no, I can't. It doesn't even go that high. Okay. Maybe from over here. Okay, we're about to have a peek. Yeah, it's still filled with lava. So I feel like we should have kept it where it was. Maybe I need to have those spinner units come out while the bucket is down here, the crucible. Okay. It definitely looks different in this room, right? It's brighter. The lights are functional in some way. Okay, bring these things out. Let's get spinning. And then we'll move it back up there. And when it's going up, I guess I could jump on it myself. And that's how I can go up very easily. Because I almost wonder if you're meant to screw around with it up there. The unfortunate part is that they're exceedingly slow. Okay. It's gonna go down and start spinning around. Okay. There we go. Great. Cool. They're both spinning. Alright, I'm gonna pull the middle one. And the big doohickey's gonna come up. And I'm gonna jump on it. Okay. Sure. Yeah, my issue is that I have no idea what spinning those accomplishes. Like, it really looks like this is going to suck it up. But is there like a suck crank or lever? I definitely feel like this room is way brighter than last time. And we got somewhere with that. feel like we aren't really getting much by doing this. Can't really go in there and do anything either. Once it's filled, it's definitely just filled. Nothing interactable on this. It's like a starburst shape on the ceiling. Okay, well. The only thing I really notice about this room is that it's brighter now. But even that may just be a fabrication of my fucking mind. That may not even be true. Okay, and this mysterious ass room. This is an even more mysterious room because there's seemingly nothing in here. Right? There is nothing to do in any of this room, despite the gigantic tower. And all the damn tubes. No? Is something actually happening? I don't think so. I don't think there's a lever or anything that I can interact with. Let's head on up. Once again, a needle similar to the electrical area in the King's Tomb. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I'm missing. Maybe I need to go further back to like the archaeologist's chamber. The only other thing I could think of is, for real, maybe sacrificing that guy. Maybe I send him into that room and something happens. Because isn't it odd that you can send him back? That's a little odd, no? Okay. And this is the area where we turned on the power and all in this hallway. But to what end? Did something happen in one of the other offshoot areas? It seems the same as it was. Lever can't be moved any further. There's no place for my cohorers. This lever still can't be moved any further. It's all been done. It's been dealt with. Okay. Head over here. And then, let's see, how do we get out? Let's head back to the archaeologist base. If I even can. Okay, over here on the right, I think it was. Okay. Then up this way, maybe? Uh-oh. Feel like we're going around in circles now. Yeah. This is of no use. Oh, shit. Okay. Unless there was something in one of these side rooms. But didn't I already mess with everything in these side rooms I could? Oh no. These can be interacted with. But to what end? Okay. What are these doing? The fuck? Yeah, what do you think these are doing? Is something happening in these rooms now? Now that I mess around with those cranks, did something change? I don't know. I don't know. Okay, let's get out. If we even can. And then, do we want Chefid's Basin? Fuck, I don't remember how to even leave. There's Chefid's. Render's Walk. Do these cranks work now? No. Maybe there's something in the water. Is there some problem with the water in here? Somewhere to insert another... Yeah, I can't even remove this one. How odd. Okay. Is there a lever or crank down here underwater? I don't think there is. Okay, well. We're back in Chefid's. Go here. What was this one? DF Zune. I guess we'll try it. Oh, fuck. Fuck, how do you even get out now? I'm gonna be trapped in here forever. Okay, I guess we'll go to the Pillar of Learning. Which we're now on the lower level of the pillar. Hold up. There's now some white noise coming from this room, like some sort of electrical device has been powered on. Were these tubes not on before? That said, even if they were or were not, there wasn't like a lever or crank in here, was there? Now listen, I don't think that was here before. The sound of the electricity going on? Being on? I feel like that's all new. Or am I just imagining this? Am I losing my fucking mind? Okay, well here's where we want to be, Stefasnir. That's the way to get out. Chimes of the Sculptor. Goes to Hall of Reason, goes to Chorus of the Maker. Was there anything at the Chorus of the Maker that I still needed? No, it's a dead end. Let's quick load our way back. Save a little bit of time. Okay. Stefosnir. So this leads back to the archaeologist base. That goes to the anus. Where does Betharx go to? Could something have changed here? It goes to Vels. Which we've been all over Vels. Okay, well, we can try Rizark? Or Rizarch? I think this will get us back to the Archaeologist HQ. Anything with these? No. Okay, and this leads over to Creeping Vale, which that goes to the King's Tomb. Yeah, King's Tomb. So I do want Vels. I do want to be in Vels. Yeah, Vels is this room with the big statue. Okay. There's Chunkeps. 3 levers, rusted lever. And there's the archaeologist base. Okay. We'll head over there. Gonna mark that as cleared. I can actually just walk up the damn stairs. Okay. Can I talk to you about any of this? No. Okay. Well, I guess we could check and fully clear down either of these two. These would be the entry points. Shorebreak Well, and over here, Cells of Scarab's Pass. And there was seemingly nothing in this room. Checking these pipes to see if there's just so happens to be a lever or crank on a turned over pipe. Gonna mark that as cleared. And does this lead anywhere? Oh, Biznich and Chuntench. Haven't I been to Biznich though? Maybe I haven't been. No, I have. I have been to Biznich. Okay. Well, let's check this one real quick before we head back to Biznich. Runzchuck. Which this takes us out to nowhere. This is a dead end? Runzchuck is a dead end? The souvenir guy, of course. Which didn't we buy a Koharer from him?
Interesting right now.
Maybe he's the only interesting thing in this section. Okay. that is cleared. I don't know that I've noticed anything having changed at all. Like, we've interacted with a few interactables that seemingly did nothing. Right? I have no idea what they did. Did something change in here? These have any cranks or levers? No. Okay. Or if something did change, the fact that I have to go in and out of locations has made me forget what it originally looked like. So the change itself is not obvious to me. Just as it was with the lava room and the extra lighting. Maybe it really was lit up the whole damn time. So this just controls a little elevator. But why would it be necessary to have the player come up here? Right? Why would it be so important? Is there a crank or something up here that I don't see? Or a lever? These pipes have nothing on them. See, if you give me a little elevator to get up, I start to wonder, oh, does that mean that there's something of value here that I should look at? It's kind of like alluding to the idea of it breadcrumb trailing me. It's another one of those energy spikes. But you know, with the elevator there, it makes me think, oh, this is here because it's so important. Whoever made this wanted it to be accessible to even a person without like levitate or jump or whatever. Acrobatics. Okay, well, we'll check out Aster. This goes to Kemel-Ze. Yeah, takes me back out. All the way out. Scarab's Pass. I'm starting to think I've looked at everything. You know, I'm thinking maybe I need to cheat now. I need to concede that I don't know how to fucking figure it out. I gave it my best shot and I can't fucking figure it out. Okay, Dezurin? We'll check this. I don't have anything marked on it, but we didn't realize how big and non-linear this was, so we went marking early on. Yeah, look, I've been in here. But is there actually even anything in here? All these extra pipes. Creepy wall. Was this always lit up like that? Huh. Maybe that's new.
He should be here by now.
Okay. Yeah, this is the room with the rich kid in it. Can I do anything with this gigantic crucible again? Maybe it's a crucible? Look. It's similar to the crucible from before, but this time it's got another unit lobbed into it. Huh. Does that mean something? I don't think so. How about this fun bird ballista? Nothing to really do with it.
You seem like very good company.
Yeah, you've got nothing else to say.
You seem like very good company.
What did I do?
Yeah, I think I'm stumped. I don't know what else to do. We could take the tour again, I guess. Right? We could do that and see if something happens when that tour guide goes into the room where I've now electrified it. That's the only other possible feasible option I've got left. Is that something will happen to that guy when he goes over there. Okay, well. I'll quick save right here. And we'll try and get back over to that tour guide. Okay. Is it up and over this way? Well, hopefully. I don't even remember the name of the room with the gigantic statue. No, that's not it. It was this way up here. Okay, this is the room. Right up here on the left. So, I'll hire the tour guide. And we'll see if something happens when we go back into the room. Because I feel like it is curious that you can get his services again, you know? That is interesting. I feel like that alludes to something. And then, maybe while we're en route, I can try and deftly look at my phone and see about Kemel-Ze. Let's see here. Good. Okay. Tamriel Rebuilt Kemel-Ze. Okay. Oh, the spoiled Dwemer oil. You can use that for the rusted unit. Oh. Okay. But have I found any of that shit? There are 4 spots to use the corer? Okay. Well, we have a lead on the other stuff. The oil sample. Okay. Any other notes? While I'm like auto walking through with the tour guide. Part of the UESP's write-up on the mod is also a little inconclusive. The room, Batharks. It just says Batharks is. Okay. Guess we have to fix this dude again. Quick save and quick load. Look at that. Problem solved. Okay. They also make note of the fact that some of these locations do not match up. Good catch, whoever penned this. Okay. Oh, the asshole, the anus that can be retracted and everything. What does it actually do? Wait, it doesn't actually do anything! It perhaps doesn't even do anything! It's a red herring? The fucking anus that does nothing! In the water room, the retracting sphincter, it does fucking nothing! What the fuck? Okay. Guard warns you not to go into the king's tomb. Okay.
What the? The king's tomb is moving. How did you manage that? By the gods, Lyle, you truly are a wonder. Incredible. Well, look at that. That's it for the walk. Hope you can make your own way back to Vels and to the surface from there. Good luck and thank you.
Well, great. He did have something different to say, but that's it. He didn't say anything else. Shit. Okay. Okay, I'm looking, I'm cheating more. Okay. Yeah, the crucible. We did need to submerge it and move it back up to power the king's tomb. We were right about that. Let's see. The king's tomb, yada yada. Oh, the device has no purpose. This device in here seemingly has no purpose so far. Okay, I see. Gotcha. It does nothing, actually. This is it. We've done it. This is the most of what we can do. Alright, alright. Okay. Sure, but where do I get the oil from in here? Apparently you can get the oil elsewhere. And you could just bring it over. Same as with the cohorts. I do like the idea. I like the premise that you could use Dwemer goodies in here to access other stuff. That for once there's a practical purpose. But you only really need like a couple items. Okay. So it sounds like the only stuff I need right now. Spoiled Dwemer ore. Oil. Found in Betheng Thamuzand. The ruin directly south of Andar Mok. Okay, but where do you get the oil? Okay. Is there actually no oil in the ruin? Fucking A. Okay. I'm gonna search the page for oil. Boiler. Okay. Yep, I need the oil. Okay. Yeah, it's just from other places. You can get it from the Tribunal expansion as well. I don't know that there's actually any of the oil in here. Dude, this is some disgusting work here. So, it's, yeah, we have to get the fucking oil from a different ruin. There's not actually one in here. Okay, fuck. Have I been to Andar Mach? I feel like I have been, but fuck, dude, I don't know. Fuck, I don't know. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna try and load my way out of here. Let's try and get out of this nightmare world. I think this is, yeah, this room has us right by the archaeologist area, right? That's so wild that, man, it's a good fucking thing that they're finally addressing the fact that Kemel-Ze has, like, no major closure or finality to it yet, right? It just kind of got built out just for fun, and it didn't have any measure of closure, with no, like, seemingly no associated quest. It's like we said before, it's very indicative of the early ways in which they were building out Tamriel Rebuilt. You know, they just kind of, whoever first put it together was just like, well, of course we should have Kemel-Ze in the game. Why wouldn't we? You know? We need to have it there. It's in the damn book. So they had like that, and they had the king's room and all of that, which of course featured heavily in the final part of the book. Because, you know, you gotta have it. But otherwise, even the spoiled rich kid didn't really have anything to do. They're all just set dressing. They're all set dressing. None of it is tied to a quest. The legendary ruins. That's so wild to me. That is so wild. Okay. Where does this head to? Does this actually go out somewhere? Right? My instinct as a Bethesda video game enjoyer is to look at this bridge, this broken bridge, and follow it out into the water and see where it would lead to. But given the state of things, I don't know if it will lead to anything. I don't like, there's a good chance if I just go straight from here, nothing will manifest. Nothing will come of it. I think we should do it, dude. I think we should do it. Okay, I'm gonna use this water walking. We'll see if this leads to anything. There's a big squid, cephalopod. There's a dreg as well. Now, are any of these locations enterable? This almost looks like an entrance. It is not, though. Okay, let's stay the course here. So there it is. Okay. Now, if I keep going this way, am I going to reach something amazing? I don't think so. There's like a little lighthouse out there. That's kind of cute. But yeah, nowhere along this coast does there seem to be anything that bridge from Kemel-Ze would have ever connected to. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe there is, and I'm just missing it. But it really seems like there isn't. Right? This is classic old school Tamriel Rebuilt, where shit just kind of exists in and of itself with no real connective tissue at times. You know, it kind of makes you appreciate how far things have come. That said, maybe there is something here and I'm just missing it. However, I really don't think that's the case. I really think there's nothing here except for the nearby area of Helnim. Okay. Sure, well, let's reload back here. Because I don't want to have gone to Helnim through that route. I want to take the road. Because, you know, by virtue of taking the road, that's how we find cool places like this. And we get stuck in here for a long-ass time. Only to finally look it up and realize, oh, to get to the one treasure we haven't gotten, we need an item from a completely separate dungeon. That, I don't know, we're not really told about it. The fact that it's rusted, I feel like, is the best hint that you get. You know? Because if you put 2 and 2 together, you figure out, well, if it's rusted, I should probably put some oil on it to lube it up a bit. Get some Dwemer WD-40. Some Dwemer Vaseline. Get it moving good. But I think that also sort of requires the player to have some measure of foreknowledge that that item exists in the core game, or at least in the Tribunal expansion, and that it exists in other dungeons. You know, I feel like normally you'd be able to report to one of the archaeologists when you click on that, and they'd be like, oh, yeah. You know what? Yeah, that's how you would probably want to handle it, I would think. Have the Nerevarine do journal entries for this stuff. And when you click on the rusted one, you get a journal update that says, I should probably check in with the archaeologist, and you check in with them because they're the expert or whatever. And they'd be like, oh yeah, you found something rusted? Well, there's no more of them in this ruin, in Kemel-Ze, but there's plenty of other Dwemer ruins that sometimes have a little draft of oil that might do just the trick. Right? That's your little hint. You don't even have to say exactly which one if you want to be even more esoteric and archaic and draconic. Right? I think you could get away with that. Let's see over here. Which route do I want to take? This goes to Helnim. That one goes to Necrom. But I would like to walk up the coast to Firewatch. Because Firewatch actually does have new shit. There's brand new, spanking new stuff there. Hence why some of the questing we've done did take us up to Firewatch. Oh, this goes to Helnim. What? Oh, this road goes to Helnim. Gotcha. Okay. Guess we'll activate our little speedy boots. Good, good, good. Yeah, I'm very much looking forward to the new revamped version of Kemel-Ze, but I do think it's very funny the way in which it exists currently. I'm kind of glad to have seen it in that status, but I am very much looking forward to the revamped one. You know? Look, it's just a measure of how far we've come. Okay, Relore
busy now.
Sylvain.
What do you need?
I don't think we've been introduced, traveler. I'm Relore Sylvain. How can I help you?
Oh, I don't know. Can you help me? What's your background?
Traveling merchant at your service. I'm heading towards Amar because I heard they have a large trading hall there.
Oh, okay. Well, good talk. Who are you?
Happy to help. What's your problem?
Varvsa Romori. Ah, Lyle, you look hungry. I'm sure you'll want one of my delicious breads, and maybe a pastry too. Background? I'm Varvsa Romori, a food seller. I only recently got into this business, so I'm afraid I don't have much to offer you right now. Oh, okay. What all do you have? Deshaun bread, 2 types? Guar? Colovian bread? Kagudi meat? Oh, I thought you said you had a pastry. Unless Deshaun bread is actually a pastry. You know, like a croissant. You know how some people will say, like a croissant is French bread? I don't think anyone says that. I think more so, if anyone refers to anything as French bread, it's usually like your traditional baguette. Right? That's usually what people will refer to as being French bread. Also, very shocking that they didn't have a quest for me as well. Right? It's so typical, old school Tamriel Rebuilt, you know? Meanwhile, in the new areas of Tamriel Rebuilt, you go out here, you find no shortage of questing opportunities. There's bandits, like, trying to fuck you up. You get a quest from them, like, fuck, there's bandits trying to kill me. I should kill them, right? And then that breadcrumbs you to someone who has, like, a bounty for another band. Oh, shit. Hold up. Dude, if this is not a quest... If this is not a quest, I'm gonna fucking shit my pants. Elfhead. Ha! I'm not in the mood for fighting anymore. Okay, now which one of you 2 jokers took my Thunderstrike? Hang on, let me admire you. Okay, your Thunderstrike? Yes, Thunderstrike is my enchanted axe. Oh. Help me. He's insane. Goodbye. Don't listen to her, Dark Elf. She's a witch. She stole my clothes and my axe, Thunderstrike. I've never seen this man in my life. Besides, if I knew any magic, I would have cast a calm spell on him a while ago. You are wearing, like, magic-looking robes, though.
You should have picked an easier
Not long
opponent.
now.
And you are wielding a staff.
Soon you'll be reduced to dust.
Okay, can I calm them both? Can I make them both just fucking chill for a second? Why was he attacking me? I've never seen this Thunderstrike before, let alone heard of it. Thunderstrike? I do not know what happened to his axe. I swear I did not take it. But thank you for helping to calm him down. I wasn't sure what I was going to do. Please take this gold. It is all I have to offer you. Thunderstrike? Thank you for helping me earlier. I'm afraid I don't know anything about his axe. I just happened to find him lying naked on the side of the street, on the side of the road, and I wanted to find out if he was okay. That'll teach me to do a good deed. He could have killed me. What if you actually do have it, though?
Are you the one known as the Nerever?
Ha! I'm not in the mood for fighting anymore. Okay. Now which one of you 2 jokers took my Thunderstrike? Humph! It appears she isn't the same woman. I can't find any sign of Thunderstrike anywhere. Stopping by Telmathada earlier, I offered Brenny Smitty, the local alchemist, some company on the road to Helnim. I suppose the woman here isn't her, although she does look very similar. Anyway, as we were headed towards Helnim, Smitty attacked me and cast a spell on me to put me to sleep. When I woke up, the person standing over me was this woman. Okay. Do you know about... No? Okay. What's gonna happen when my stuff wears off? Is he just gonna start wailing on her again? Oh, Alfhead appears to have calmed down now. Alfhead has admitted that he must have mistaken Rhiannell for someone else. He could not find any sign of his axe, Thunderstrike. Okay, well. Maybe there's a dungeon nearby that'll have it. Maybe she'll be hiding around somewhere. Poke this enormous bug. There we are. Yeah, they're at peace now. Sure. But I have no idea where the axe may have gone. Where did he say he spoke with this person? Let's see, Thunderstrike. Telmuthada. He spoke to the alchemist at Telmuthada. Have I been to Telmuthada? I have. Okay. Let me leave a marker here. Looking for Thunderstrike axe. Sure. I am in combat with something. It might just be a bug moving at like a snail's pace, even though it is not a snail. It was the Nyx Hound, actually. Okay, so let's head over to Telmuthada and check in with the alchemist there. Maybe that's our best bet. Ooh, look at the limbs. Limbs and trees having fallen over. Get our speedy boots active. This goes to Telmuthada now? Sure does. Wonderful.
So, where are you from?
Okay.
Well, I'm listening, so go ahead.
My anvil is waiting for some work. Will you buy any of my weapons or armor? Or do you need something to be repaired? Background? Rydar's my name. I used to be a traveling smith roaming here and there, fixing weapons and armor where needed. When I saw that there was no smith in Telmuthada, I decided to stay for a while. Okay. Sure. Fair enough. Oh wait, I can ask about Smitty. You can find her in the lower tower where she is selling potions. Not the most professional alchemist out there, but what she does well. And not many of us here need alchemy services to begin with. Lower tower. Okay. Is this part of the lower tower right here? I don't think it is. Yeah, I think I need to go over there.
Annoying outland.
This may link over to it, though. Yeah, look at this. Is this the lower tower? Upper tower. Oh, fuck. Okay. How about over here? Maybe this? Lower tower?
So,
Okay. What a weird looking door. Allowed Uveron, gatekeeper. Saw them earlier. Soren Uveron. Got some books. Affairs of Wizards, brown book.
What is this about, Dunmer?
Elbowin. Oh, you have nothing in particular going on? Cool crystals, some cooked ornata.
well,
There you are.
All right, I'm listening.
I don't know you. What do you want? I'm looking for a cool axe that you probably stole. What's your background? I'm Brenne Smitty, Telmuthada's only true alchemist. That Elenial is just a drink seller. Okay, how about Thunderstrike? Oh yes, at Nord. Yes, I drugged him with a simple sleeping potion because the jokes he was telling were simply disgusting. I took his belongings to try to teach him a lesson. However, you can have his axe back to return to him if he's causing trouble. Why did you take it? Just to teach him a lesson? I thought this making him go to sleep was enough. I hope that Nord has learned his lesson by now. Mind you as well. Oh yeah, you took his belongings. Okay. Okay. That's so wild that you took all of his clothes too. To teach him a lesson. Not just his axe, but you just left him out there in his underwear. That's so wild. Okay. Do you have any, like, fortified strength effect? Because otherwise I'm going to have a fucking hard-ass time getting away with this stuff. I guess I can just get rid of the cores, right? Yeah, I don't need them. Too bad you don't buy them. Yeah, I'm just going to get rid of them. Fuck it.
Keep moving, scum.
I'm gonna have to toggle collision here. Whoops. There we go. Then over this direction, down here, and out this way. Okay, let's see if we can get back to him. What all does this axe even do? It's a two-handed axe. 3 to 7 shock for 1 second on touch. It is not that good. Okay, over here. Right. Let's see, where did I even come in from? Right over this way. Okay, perfect. Activate some speedy boots. Lovely. Oh shit. Okay, we are not in the correct area now. Huh. Okay. Gotcha. Over through this area is where I came into town. Okay, now if we head north, we'll eventually run into them again. Alright.
Are you the one
Hello.
known as the Nerever?
Greetings, friend. Any luck finding Thunderstrike? Yeah, I do have some luck here. You have Thunderstrike, and you say it was the alchemist at Tel Muthada who was responsible. I guess I must have confused the two. Well, I must thank you, my friend. Do you know much about using an axe like this one? Perhaps I could teach you a trick or two. Okay, maybe you should go get your clothes back from that person too. I thank you again for helping me get Thunderstrike back, Lyle. Maybe he never had any clothes to begin with, and the only belongings that she took was his weapon. Otherwise, he was just out here naked. I'll delete that. Good. And let's continue on up over to Helnim. We may yet reach our destination. Every time I see one of these little ponds, these little pools of water, I'm immediately reminded of the little area where you get the Amulet of Shadows. And every time I see a pool like that, I go over to look and see if there's anyone like partly invisible, if there's like a weapon inside of it that's enchanted, some shit like that. Okay, over this way, let's get some speed going. Good, good, good. And this should be Helnim. We are in combat, though. The beetle. Good. Top our health off as we move over. God, look at these signposts. They are stacked, dude. Marag, Necrom, Altbosara, Fort Windmoth. Telmuthada, Helnim, Ranyan Run, Firewatch. Ranyan Run? The fuck? I thought this was Helnim. This goes to Ranyan Run? Oh yeah, I guess so. That may be, yeah, right there, that doesn't actually go into Helnim, it's this route. How unexpected. Tel'Galan. Wait. Okay, yeah, Tel'Galan and Helnim are linked together. Gotcha. Dude, I cannot believe that there was no major payoff on Kemel-Ze. That is so wild. That is so wild to me. Okay, over here. Like, if we do find some more of that oil, sure, we'll go back, but let's not get our hopes up, because it sounds like even with the oil, you're not going to be treated to much. Right, I was really expecting something to pop off at the King's area, and for some of these cranks to have answers tied to them, because seemingly there is actually nothing tied to a lot of them. They're just all red herrings. Okay, well, should we head over to Helnim? Rather than get quests in the accompanying Telvanni town. There we are. Over this way. Hello, do you have anything to say?
I don't know if I can help you, but I'll
Sami Isle? Welcome to Helnim, bootlegger. Are you here on business? Helnim? Most people who live in Helnim are employees of the Zaphir Bay Company, or merchants here to take advantage of the thriving trade. Besides the company, Helnim also hosts modest chapters of the Fighters Guild and Mages Guild, as well as the Telvanni district headquarters of the Imperial Archaeological Society. If you're looking for a shrine, there's the Chapel of Kinnereth at the north wall. Okay, tell me about the Chapel of Kinnereth. It's at the northeast corner of town. It's the place to go if you've got an ailment or you just need to talk to a priest. Tell me about the Archaeological Society. The Society has its Telvanni district headquarters here in Helnim. It's the big building with the skywalk in the center of town. Sometimes the archaeologists teach classes on their discoveries in Kemel-Ze, but most interesting artifacts get shipped over to the Society Museum in Old Ebonheart. Okay. Sure, well, we should definitely go in there. Oh. Navama Ildum. Fine goods from around Morrowind, Sarah. I've traveled far to bring these items to you, and I offer them at a good price. Okay.
May I help you?
Well, do you have anything interesting, really? Throwing weapon? Short blade, spear? Okay. Fair enough. Have I been in Helnim? I think I have, right? Yeah, I have. We had to come here for the soul gem, right?
What's this about?
There was a quest that led to Firewatch and then from Firewatch to here. Okay. Oh, wow. There's the chapel. Arvril Ralineth.
Can you ask your question quickly? I must.
General Merchant. Here's the Archaeological Society. Oh. An inscribed stone. Helnim, founded 3rd Era 386 by charter of His Imperial Majesty's Elder Council. Oh. Oh fuck, there's a person back here. Hello?
I'm not
Neleno
busy now.
Dralara?
What do you need?
Could you spare a coin back, Sarah? Yes, of course. No, sorry. Get away from me, beggar. Yeah, of course. Blessings of Almsevi on you. Background? I'm just a poor beggar. Please leave me be. Okay. Sure. So this is the Archaeological Society then.
Watch your step.
There's a notebook here. Can I read it? Oh, it's empty. Mava Rarian. Welcome to the Helnim offices of the Imperial Archaeological Society. This is an active workplace, but you are welcome to walk about the building as you please, so long as you take care not to disrupt any ongoing research. Tell me about the Archaeological Society. Yes, this is the Helnim office of the Imperial Archaeological Society. Are you looking for someone in particular? Someone in particular? Baratho is probably the one you'll want to speak with. He's the curator, in charge of all society work in Telvanni district. Otherwise, the various scholars and archaeologists can generally be found here, at work here in the building, or across Falar Bay, in the forward expeditionary base inside Kemel-Ze. Okay. God, you have a lot to say. Okay, tell me about Kemel-Ze. That's the giant Dwemer complex just across the bay to the south. The Imperial Archaeological Society's Telvanni offices are based in Helnim for proximity to the enormous ruin. Apparently, despite the many centuries of excavation, many of Kemel-Ze's passages and chambers remain untouched after all these centuries. Okay. Well, tell me about Helnim, I guess? Most people who live in Helnim are employees of the Zafarbel Bay Company, or merchants here to take advantage of the thriving trade. Besides the company, Helnim also hosts modest chapters of the Fighters Guild and Mages Guild, as well as the Telvanni district headquarters. Okay, we know about this. Sure.
All right, I'm listening.
Maurice Fallois? Welcome to Helnim, bootlegger. Are you here on business? Okay, you have no notable topics. Wow. This is one of the halberds from the Dwemer statues. How the fuck did they get in the building? Looks like you would have to build the building around it.
You have my attention.
Oh, do you think they'll have some oil here? Maybe not. Hello? Galaron? They have a lot of topics, but none lit up. A lot of the courers, but I don't know that there are actually any bits of oil. Some actual equipment there too. Okay.
Watch
Hello?
your step.
Octavia Morris? I'm fine, thank you. What can I do for you? About Baratho.
To speak? Welcome to the Imperial Archaeological Society, Dark Elf. Are you here for the lecture? There's still much to discover about the Dwemer. Oh, most folk are interested in the illegal artifact trade.
Tell me about the trade.
Regrettably, there are many who desire Dwemer artifacts, not to further our knowledge, but simply to flaunt their wealth. It saddens me to think how many rare examples of Dwemer handiwork are being used as a bookend or flower pot. These cretins, with more gold than brains, don't delve into the ruins themselves, of course. They buy them from smugglers who give no thought to the damage they do to the ruins as they pilfer them. Would you be willing to help stop this before even more Dremor secrets are lost?
Oh, okay. Sure, why not?
I'm pleased to hear this. Now, it happens that a smuggler, Mirabelle Talimet, has recently been detained here in Helnim. I questioned her about the source of the artifacts, but she was uncooperative. I need you to get the truth from her so that we can secure the site. She is currently locked up in the prison tower on the northwest side of town. Return once you discover the location of the ruin she was so thoughtlessly looting.
Okay. It was Kemel-Ze. Are you aware as well the attitude that people in Kemel-Ze have? I don't know if you chatted with any of them, but they're pretty chill about you just taking stuff from there if you want. Artifact trade?
I hope you can find the source of the Dremor artifacts.
Dwemer artifacts?
Artifacts salvaged from Dremor ruins are valuable, but protected under Imperial law, and trade in such artifacts is illegal. Most valuable are dwarven weapons and armor, both for their superb craftsmanship and for their value to collectors and scholars.
Okay. Tell me more about Dwemer ruins?
Most of our time and energy is spent excavating Kemel-Ze, but we have begun promising digs at Ramswan's and Manrizak.
It's so wild trying to say these Dwemer names with the fucking Khajiit voice.
Of course, I would be happy to tell you what I know about Basalagzotamaz, Bothangstams Muzarand, Bothasund Shift, Mazrank, Nashadrams, Nashilak, or Rasangzark, the other major Dremor ruins in Teldrani district.
Oh my god. Okay. Well, sure. Tell me about Kemel-Ze.
The Queen of Ruins. Perhaps no Dremor ruin on Nirn is so famous as Kemel-Ze, and for good reason. The sheer enormity of its exterior is but a fraction of the seemingly endless complex that lies within. We have studied Kemel-Ze for centuries, but we are unlikely to ever discover all of its secrets.
Okay, well, how about... Fuck, do I really want to ask you about all of them? Huh. Tell me about the Archaeological Society.
A fine organization. I'm proud to lead the Society's efforts to unearth the mysteries of the ancients in Telvanni district.
Okay. Fuck it, I'll ask about them. Tell me about Amthuans.
It's a sprawling ruin southeast of here. Most of the complex has fallen into outright ruin, which is both a blessing and a curse. Looters took most everything of value at Antoine's long before we arrived, but some of the Society's less glamorous research can be done there without disturbance by the tourists and treasure hunters who plague Kemel-Ze.
Okay, how about Manrizach?
A fascinating place, just off the northeast coast of Delvani district. Most of the ruins' exterior collapsed into the sea long ago, meaning that what remains is in a rare, pristine state, disturbed only by water. Northern Wind, an expedition ship of the Society, has been sent to take advantage of this rare find.
Okay. Tell me about Buthalag Zaturams.
It's a striking ruin on the coastline south of Firewatch. Despite its proximity to civilization, the ruin is well known for its many functional dwarven automatons and its dangerous exposure to the underground lava flows. Unfortunately, the ruin is far too dangerous to enter for any except the most hardy explorers.
Okay. That sounds like a fun time. Maybe we'll end up going there from our adventures in Firewatch. Okay, well, how about Basang Thamuzand? I think maybe we went into this one.
It is a somewhat obscure ruin southeast of here, near our excavation at Amthwans. We have discovered records that we believe tie the two sites together, but our knowledge of both sites' original purposes is ultimately quite limited. It's my understanding that the bandits and treasure hunters who once afflicted Amthwans also ransacked Basang Samuzand.
Okay. And how about Basthun's Cheft?
A sizable ruin on the southwest coast of Ran, the largest of the Tilvani Isles. Sadly, the Society knows almost nothing about this site. Archaeologists have never been permitted access to Port Tilvani or anywhere else on Van, so what little we know comes from observations taken at sea.
Okay. And then how about Mazank? Also, excuse me, I need to take a quick drink here. Sorry about that.
Mazan can be found just up the near-end river from Helnim, though its relative inaccessibility has made it an unviable target for excavation. Much like Bathalag Rams, Mazank is still crawling with lethal dwarven automatons.
Okay, and how about Nachazdram?
A mystery to the Society. It lies deep in the eastern part of Delvani district, quite far from other Dwemer sites. So we guess it was established at its isolated hilltop for some specific reason. We also suspect that it is far larger underground than its small surface complex could indicate. Unfortunately, no member of the Society has ever found a way into the ruin's interior to learn more.
Okay, and how about Nishalark?
A ruin in the wilderness, far north of Helnim. Little is known about the place, besides that it remains occupied by hostile automatons.
Okay, and how about Rasungzark?
The ruins of Rasungzark sit on the slopes of Mount Sarunabi, a large volcano near the city of Firewatch. Due to its location in the hostile Dagon Rule region, the elevation of its only known entrance, the ruin has never been explored by the Society.
Okay, and how about the Dwemer ruins in general? Okay, same. Alright, anything else I should ask you? Remarkable that you don't have a quest for me to go explore these. But we do have the crackdown quest, I guess, to go investigate the smuggling. Alright, well, I suppose maybe we'll call it here for now. When next we return, we'll explore more of Helnim. And maybe we'll check in with some more members of the society before we haul out of here and go try to investigate the smuggler. Is it Mirabel Telemet? Yeah. Yeah. Mirabel got caught smuggling and isn't giving up information on sourcing. All right. Well, until next time, please take care of each other.